a lawsuit was filed before me to see if the child support needs to be adjusted.
Are you paid a salary?
I am, yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is that salary?
It's $90,000 a year.
Do you have any idea what kind of income that business generates?
I would guess probably 3 to 5 million.
And it's in the interest of Aubrey and Adeline Birch. Miss Bobby Joe Carpenter and Mr. Joshua Birch, please raise your right hands. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Thank you. You can both put your hands down.
Okay, how old are your children?
They are 12 and 14.
Okay, and the current order in your case from 2017 has the child support set at $1,925. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and Mr. Birch was also ordered to carry the health insurance for the children in that order?
Yes, which is what I asked, which that has been, I guess, resolved and not a part of this. That was my priority.
Now, yeah,
is-
we'll address that
Okay.
here in a second. How are the children currently covered for health insurance?
Under Joshua.
Okay. Through his employer?
He owns his own business.
Okay. Does he also have dental insurance for the children?
No, he does not.
Okay. Do you have dental insurance available for them?
I will. The dental insurance was just recently canceled on Joshua's end.
Okay. Do you have dental insurance available through your job?
Yes, I do. And
Okay.
healthcare.
How much is the dental insurance?
Oh goodness. I provided the information last time, but it's very minimal. Do you have our notes from last time? I didn't bring any of that with me.
The proposed order stated the dental insurance costs $30.33 per month. Is that correct?
That's probably correct.
Was that for just the two children?
No, that's for family.
Okay. How many people are included in that?
Just me and the two girls.
Okay, so 3.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know if do you know where Mr. Birch works?
He works at East Texas Truck Center.
Okay. Do you know how much or how long has he done that?
I really don't know. I mean, it's been several years now that he's owned it. I would probably guess, if I was to guess, probably 5 to 7 years.
Okay. And you said that he owns that business?
Yes, he also owns other businesses as well. I'm not really fully aware of what all businesses that he does own.
Okay.
But I do know for a fact he does own East Texas Truck Center, and he does have a business in Nacogdoches and a business in Baytown.
Okay. Is the East Texas Truck Center, is that his main source of income?
Yes.
Understood. I'll start with the first 4 documentary paragraphs only, keeping the narration aggressive, natural, and synchronized with your original timestamps. Each paragraph is 95 words that, all right, guys, this courtroom battle begins with what appears to be a routine child support review, but quickly reveals a much deeper financial dispute. A lawsuit has been filed to determine whether the father's existing child support obligation should be increased. As the hearing gets underway, both parents are sworn in before the court, knowing every statement will be carefully examined. The judge immediately shifts focus to the father's employment, confirming that he earns a yearly salary of $90,000, setting the stage for a tense examination of income, responsibility, and financial obligations. With the basic financial details established, attention turns toward the children and the existing support order that has remained in effect since 2017. The mother confirms that child support was set at $1,925 each month, while the father was also required to provide health insurance coverage. The judge carefully reviews whether those obligations are still being met and begins asking detailed questions about medical and dental insurance. What seems like a straightforward discussion slowly develops into a much larger debate over who is truly carrying the financial responsibility. The hearing now focuses on healthcare expenses as the judge examines every detail surrounding dental coverage for the two children. The mother explains that her employer offers dental insurance and estimates the monthly family premium at just over $30. The court clarifies exactly who is covered under that plan before shifting attention back to the father's employment. Questions begin surrounding his role at East Texas Truck Center, how long he has been involved with the company, and whether the business itself could be generating significantly more income than his reported salary suggests. Now the tension inside the courtroom starts to rise. The mother alleges that the father owns East Texas Truck Center along with several additional businesses, suggesting his financial resources extend far beyond what has been officially reported. She estimates the company may generate between $3 and $5 million annually, and even references property records that she believes support her claims. As those allegations grow more serious, the judge listens carefully, knowing that assumptions alone are never enough. Solid evidence, not speculation, will ultimately determine whether this child support case moves in a completely different direction.
Yes.
Okay. And you said that he's the owner of that business?
Yes, that's correct.
Do you have any idea what kind of income that business generates?
I would guess probably 3 to 5 million. I did submit, and I'm not sure if you received it yesterday. I did get online and look at the appraisal districts for his property values. Did you receive that?
I did receive it.
Okay. So as far as his property values, which like I said, I can't state as to far as his revenue because it is an LLC and the financial information is not available. But I will say, like, as far as property owned in Baytown, per the appraisal district, it's 1.1 million. In Nacogdoches, he owns 5 properties, 3 of which were just acquired in December 15th, 2021.
Ms. Carpenter, stop.
Yes.
Ms. Simone, I need you to ask questions.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay, you said that he owns other businesses. Do you know what the businesses are, or what the name of the businesses are?
I can, if you look at his LinkedIn accounts.
I don't have that available. Sorry.
Okay, I'm pulling it up right now. I could pull it up. I'll look it up on my computer. It's a lot faster internet.
So, Ms. Carpenter, this information that you're about to give me is something that you're looking up from somewhere else?
The businesses owned is just
okay.
from his LinkedIn account,
Ms.
president.
Carpenter, you don't know this information personally. This is just information that you're searching on the internet for.
And also my 14-year-old has told me as well.
Okay, so you can't use that information.
Okay.
Move on, Ms. Simone.
I'm going to go ahead and
At this stage, the hearing takes a dramatic turn as the mother's testimony shifts from salary to property ownership. She argues that while the company's financial records are unavailable because of its business structure, public appraisal documents paint a very different picture. According to those records, multiple high-value properties are connected to the father's business interests, including several recently acquired real estate investments. Before the allegations can continue, however, the judge suddenly interrupts the testimony, reminding everyone that the courtroom is governed by evidence, proper procedure, and direct questioning, not lengthy personal statements. What happens next changes the entire direction of the hearing. When questioned about the father's additional businesses, the mother begins reading information for his LinkedIn profile in an attempt to identify his business interests. The judge immediately challenges the source, asking whether she has personal knowledge or is simply repeating information found online. Once she admits that much of it comes from internet searches and conversations with their teenage daughter, the judge refuses to consider it as reliable evidence. The courtroom quickly shifts focus away from speculation and toward witnesses with firsthand knowledge of the facts.
go ahead and pass the witness.
Okay. Yeah, let's see if you can find somebody that actually has direct knowledge of what it is that you're trying to do here.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead.
I will call Mr. Birch. Mr. Birch, would you state your full name for the court, please?
Joshua Paul Birch.
Okay. And you're the father of Aubrey and Adeline Birch?
That is correct.
Okay. And are you currently covering the children on your health insurance?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. And can you give me the cost of that?
$315.97 per month per child through Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Okay.
So $631.94.
And All right, and where do you currently work?
East Texas Truck Center.
Okay. And are you the owner of that business?
I'm a minority owner in that business.
Okay. Are you paid a salary?
I am, yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is that salary?
It's $90,000 a year.
Okay. Do you own any other businesses besides the East Texas Trucking Center?
So I'm a minority owner in East Texas Truck Center,
Okay.
Inc., which is not a LLC. And I'm a minority owner in East Texas Truck Center, Baytown, LLC. I'm a minority owner in Keystone Financial, LLC. And I'm a majority owner in Cornerstone, LLC.
Do you receive any other type of revenue from East Texas Truck Center besides your salary?
No, ma'am. Unless there's a dividend given, but we haven't given dividends.
Okay. Do you make any income from the Keystone Financial?
No, ma'am. There's no salaries or dividends given from that either. It's a startup company.
And do you make any income from Cornerstone Financial?
No, ma'am. Same thing. It was also established last year.
Okay. And you said Keystone, when was that established?
Keystone was actually established in 2000. I thought you said Keystone the first time. My
Yeah,
apologies.
I did. I'm sorry.
Keystone was established in 2018.
Okay.
I'm a minority there as well.
And you have not received any income from Keystone to the state?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I'll go ahead and pass the witness.
Call your next witness.
I have no further witnesses.
The state rest.
Yes.
Okay. Your motion's denied. Mr. Birch, Ms. Carpenter, I've just denied the state's motion to adjust the child support in this case. They have to put on evidence to show me that there's some kind of change in income, and I heard nothing that leads me to believe that there's been a change. So the state not meeting its burden is therefore the motion is denied. If any party is satisfied, no, that's okay. I don't need to hear anything. If
I'm not understanding what's denied, sir. The new order or the old order?
I'm denying the state's. There's no new order, Mr. Birch.
Yes, sir.
You and Ms.
With the
Carpenter.
previous testimony set aside, the father is called to the witness stand, and the atmosphere inside the courtroom immediately becomes more focused. After confirming his identity in relationship to the two children, he explains that he currently provides health insurance for both of them through Blue Cross Blue Shield. He details the monthly premium paid for each child before answering questions about his employment. The father confirms that he works at East Texas Truck Center, but clarifies that he is only a minority owner and receives a fixed annual salary of $90,000. The questioning now shifts toward the father's broader business interests, as the court attempts to determine whether additional income exists beyond his reported salary. He acknowledges holding ownership stakes in several companies, including East Texas Truck Center Baytown, Keystone Financial, and Cornerstone. However, he firmly explains that these ownership interests have not produced any extra earnings. According to his testimony, no dividends have been distributed, and the newer companies remain in their early stages. Despite multiple business affiliations, he insists that his salary remains his only consistent source of personal income. As the examination continues, the judge carefully presses for clarification regarding each business. The father explains that Keystone Financial has existed since 2018, but has never generated salary payments or dividend distributions for him. He makes similar statements regarding Cornerstone, emphasizing that it was established only recently and has yet to produce any personal financial benefit. With no contradictory evidence presented, the testimony concludes without revealing hidden income or undisclosed compensation. The courtroom grows noticeably quieter as the state's argument begins losing momentum with every unanswered allegation. Then comes the turning point that completely changes the direction of the case. After both sides finish presenting their evidence, the judge delivers an immediate ruling from the bench. The request to modify child support is denied because the state failed to prove that the father's financial circumstances had materially changed since the original order. Without reliable evidence demonstrating increased income, the court refuses to adjust the existing support obligation. The burden of proof, the judge explains, belongs entirely to the party seeking the modification, and that burden was simply not met.
You and Ms. Carpenter and the state were not able to come to an agreement. And
Yes,
so
sir.
a lawsuit was filed before me to see if the child support needs to be adjusted. The laws in this state are very simple. The state or whoever it is that's moving, asking me to adjust the child support has to prove what your old income was, where it came from, and the circumstances behind it, and then compare it to the new information that you have. And I find that the state has completely and utterly failed to do that. They haven't proven anything to me. They've thrown out some stuff, but nothing with any concrete or significant basis. And therefore, I'm denying the motion because they haven't met their burden of proof. They haven't proven to me that there's been any kind of a change. So any party has the right to appeal my decision. Your appeal must be filed with the Orange County District Clerk's Office. It has to be filed in the next 3 business days. And you have to make sure that you specify in your appeal what part of my ruling you disagree with. And you're also responsible for making sure that a copy of that written appeal is sent.
Bobby,
Let me finish, Mr. Birch. And you're also responsible for sending a copy of that written appeal to all the other non-appealing parties. All right. Now, Mr. Birch, what were you going to say?
if her medical is obviously cheaper than what I'm providing at $631 per kid, and she's at $291 per kid, is there a way that instead of me paying Blue Cross Blue Shield the $631, that I could pay her the $291 for the medical?
If y'all can sit down with the AG's office and come up with another agreement, you have my permission to do so, but I'm denying this motion. So you'll have to start over in regards to that issue, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anything else? And that's a very good question, Mr. Birch, and I hope that you and Ms. Carpenter are able to sit down and get that hammered out to make sure that we've got good medical insurance and good for the both of you. So it's good for you financially as well as from your situation that you're in regard to the 2 children, okay?
Yeah.
Ms. Carpenter, do you have any questions?
No, I mean, the priority was the medical.
All right.
I mean, that was my major point.
All right.
Can you explain your relationship to him?
I am Robert's ex-girlfriend.
Okay. How long did you guys date?
We dated for about 9 months.
9 months. During that period in the 9 months, did you witness any illegal activities?
Yeah. So Robert actually stole a hefty amount of cash money from me. And he ended up posting nude pictures of me online, which I currently have a case against him for.
The judge then takes several moments to explain exactly why the request failed. Addressing everyone in the courtroom, he emphasizes that child support cannot be changed based on assumptions or unverified claims. The law requires clear evidence comparing the father's previous financial situation with his current one, and that standard was never satisfied. According to the judge, unsupported allegations, internet research, and speculation cannot replace credible financial proof. Because the required burden of evidence was not met, the original child support order remains fully intact unless a future case presents stronger documentation. Although the modification request has been denied, one practical issue still remains. The father asks whether, instead of paying the significantly higher monthly health insurance premium through Blue Cross Blue Shield, he could simply reimburse the mother for the lower medical coverage available through her employer. Rather than issuing another ruling, the judge encourages both parents to meet with the Attorney General's office and negotiate a new agreement if they can. His priority, he explains, is ensuring the children continue receiving quality medical coverage while reducing unnecessary financial strain on both parents. As the hearing draws to a close, The judge expresses hope that both parents can work together for the benefit of their children instead of returning to court over future disputes. The mother responds that securing proper medical coverage had always been her primary concern, bringing the child support hearing to an end. But just when it appears the proceedings are over, the video introduces an entirely different case. A new witness takes the stand and identifies herself as Robert's former girlfriend, signaling that another dramatic courtroom story is about to begin. Without warning, the atmosphere shifts from a financial dispute to allegations of criminal misconduct. The witness claims that during their 9-month relationship, Robert stole a substantial amount of cash from her before allegedly posting explicit photographs of her online without permission. She tells the court that legal action has already been filed against him over those accusations. With those explosive claims now entering the record, the documentary prepares to transition into a completely new legal battle, one that promises even higher stakes, more emotional testimony, and a fresh round of courtroom drama.